The ideological differences between Latino, Latina, Latinx, Latin culture the experience is very specific. And the reason why it's very specific is because we are informed by a particular ideology. And the ideology in Spanish-speaking countries is called collective. And collective ideology prioritizes what? What is the number one thing that we value in our culture? It's family. We all know it. Sometimes I get the mother, and as a Latina mother, I don't mind that answer either. We prioritize family. That means family comes first. Does it come first some of the time? No, it comes first all of the time, every single time, no matter what. So the opposite ideology is what's called self-reliance. And self-reliance is born from Northern Europe, okay? Northern Europe is where self-reliance is born, and it originates from. You can imagine that when the Northern Europeans colonized this country, right? They created an ideological dominance with self-reliance, which prioritizes what? What is the most important thing in a self-reliant ideology?
Carmenza said individual.
Individual. Thank you, Carmenza. Yeah, individual, the self. Now, so collective prioritizes the group or the family, and self-reliance prioritizes the self or the individual. The thing is that and we're going to kind of go deep on this, and I want to use the word warn, but I don't want to be that harsh, okay? I want to recommend that we refrain from judging, like which one's right and which one's wrong, which one's better and which one worse, like that, okay? And then also notice that you're going to feel like doing that, okay? Because this is really an analysis of value systems. And value systems, although we're not born with them, we are raised with them. And so we believe we're right. Okay, so the gringo cowboy and I, before we got married, had to go to Puerto Rico so that my Puerto Rican family could meet him before we got married. So he had his single suitcase and I had two suitcases. And I remember him coming into the room and I'm just like, kind of sorting myself out here, almost ready to zip them both up. And one suitcase has all my clothes and the other suitcase is filled to the brim and it has what in it? What did my other suitcase have in it? Of course, gifts, gifts, right? So when my husband asked me, what is that? Like, what's in there? I was like, babe, they're gifts. How many gifts are you giving? And I said, well, enough for everybody that I'm related to. Holy smokes, you're related to like 50 plus people? Yes, I am. And guess what? I brought like 5 to 10 extra just in case I forgot my third cousin, Juan or Juanse or whomever that I'm related to that didn't make my count, okay? So we all know that gift giving is a priority. And the reason why it's not about the gifts, because the gifts were small, they were like this big, okay? Like almost the size of a business card. But the gift says, I acknowledge you, you matter to me. The gift is sort of it's like in self-reliance, it would be the bottle of wine. Right? You wouldn't show up anywhere without a bottle of wine. Well, guess what? No one Latino is going to show up at any family event without presents for everybody. And this ended up being a thing with him. And he was like, so on Christmas and all these holidays, are you going to do the same thing? And I said, yes, babe, like this is the right thing to do.